Teichi Kurosawa, an ammunition dealer, is being accompanied to an airport by Special Protection Agent Michael Bryce. Michael feels successful as Kurosawa gets on his plane, but only for a moment, as a bullet penetrates the plane's window and hits Kurosawa in the head. After 2 years, Michael is no longer in his previous position and is tasked with escorting Seifert, a drunk lawyer, to his next meeting location. After planting explosives in the parking garage, Michael makes contact with his boss to report that he has managed to take out a number of the thugs that were after Seifert. Seifert's automobile gets blown up when the bombs detonate. Vladislav Dukovich, the president of Belarus, and a couple of his allies pay Professor Asimov a visit at his cabin. Asimov's wife and daughter are being brought in by Dukovich's men after the latter accuses him of conspiring against him. In Asimov's presence, Dukovich brutally shoots them to death. At The Hague, Asimov testifies regarding Dukovich's deeds. Numerous witnesses have come forward to accuse the brutal tyrant, but none have offered enough proof to put him in jail. Officials ponder whether someone would have the guts to confront him and bring him down. Darius Kincaid, a reputed hitman, meets with Interpol agents. The chance to testify against Dukovich is presented to him in exchange for his wife's release from prison. Darius reluctantly agrees, but only for Sonia's benefit. Then, as a large squad is escorting Darius to The Hague, a car bomb detonates. All of the Interpol team members except Darius and Agent Amelia Rousel are killed as several of Dukovich's men start shooting at them. Darius shoots himself in the leg despite killing all the bad guys. Darius tells Amelia that they knew the path they were traveling since someone inside was working for Dukovich. Amelia decides to take Darius to a safe house and places a call to the only person she can rely on. It turns out that assistant director Gene Foucher is the mole. Amelia calls Michael her former love interest. He unwillingly picks up the phone when she calls and goes to the safe house to meet her. Michael accuses her of being the reason behind his demotion when he revealed to her that his customer was Kurosawa, the only time he has ever divulged a client's name, but Amelia has consistently denied it was her. As they have tangled on several occasions before, Michael and Darius begin to argue when Michael realizes that Amelia expects him to handle Darius. As a result of the blood loss, Darius faints. Amelia arranges for Michael to have a blood transfusion while they decide to accompany Darius to The Hague, with Amelia vowing to restore Michael to his previous status. Michael and Darius are left together after Amelia departs. Several officers arrive outside the building when the phone rings and is not answered. The two steal a car and escape from the rooftops. Ivan, Dukovich's top goon, is sent after Darius. Michael is forced to stop on the way to The Hague by Darius so he can use the restroom, until a handful of Dukovich's goons arrive and start firing. During the shootout, their car catches fire, but Darius kills the bad guys. The other van is destroyed by the explosion caused by the gunshots in the car's back. Then, a group of nuns picks up Michael and Darius. The two arrive in Amsterdam the following morning and proceed to Michael's home. A picture of him and Amelia is seen by Darius. They learn a few facts about each other from their conversation. At a funeral that Interpol managed to sabotage when criminals started attacking, Michael and Amelia first met. Amelia was bumped into by him after that. Darius also admits that his father, a preacher, was slain by a man trying to commit a random killing while he was a teenager. He also talks about how he first met Sonia while she was a waiter in a bar. She had been groped, so he and his friends had to deal with her fury when she destroyed them all, which caused Darius to fall in love with her right away. Darius is being pursued by Ivan and his friends when Michael spots him and chases him. Before Michael and Darius resume their argument, a couple of thugs are rendered helpless. While Darius is being attacked by more of Dukovich's thugs, Michael withdraws to an outdoor bar. The streets are in a state of chaos as cars collide and shots are fired. Despite his best efforts, Michael decides to go help Darius, despite his initial resistance. While Darius is in a motorboat on the sea, he gets a motorcycle and runs through the streets to capture the thugs. Mikhail prevents a bad guy from using a grenade launcher to almost blow Darius up. Michael, though, is ultimately taken hostage by the bad guys. Michael is brought before Goran by a questioner. He and another goon forced Michael to reveal Darius's whereabouts by putting a damp towel on his face and shocking him with spark plugs. When Darius arrives, he electrocutes Goran and also murders the others. Darius admits that it was he who murdered Kurosawa because he just so happened to catch him from a distance. Darius receives a hit to the face from Michael, but the two decide to go on to The Hague. Ivan and his thugs return to pursue Michael and Darius on the highway as they make their way to The Hague. Michael tries to call Amelia to apologize for his actions and acknowledge that he was at fault for their breakup. Michael gets ejected from the vehicle when Darius collides. When the bad guys' cars fly across the highway and one of the bad guys' cars is hit by a truck, Darius avoids them on the road. Before Ivan discovers him, Michael, who is being pursued, shoots some thugs inside a restaurant kitchen. The time limit for a witness is almost over, and the prosecution's case against Duchovich is about to come to a conclusion. Darius and Michael appear at the last second. Darius continues his testimony. Despite using his stepfather's name to protect himself from abuse, which didn't work, he discloses that his last name is Evans. He claims that Duchovich attempted to hire him to destroy a village, but Darius refused since he doesn't murder innocent people. He then offers photographic proof that directly links Duchovich to the killing of people and the disposal of their bodies in ditches. When the police are about to arrest Duchovich, he orders his men to embark on Plan B. The Hague is struck by an explosive-laden vehicle explosion. Michael steps in and takes the shot as Duchovich points his gun at Darius. Duchovich and his companions attempt to flee, but Darius pursues them. A helicopter headed toward Duchovich is shot down and brought to the ground by Darius. Duchovich assures Darius that his impending death won't alter who he is, even though he is aware of it. In response, Darius laughs in his face and declares that Michael will soon be shot. Duchovich is then kicked off the ledge and sent crashing to the ground on top of a car. Michael thanks Darius and makes amends with Amelia before being carried away for medical attention. A little later, we discover that Darius had escaped from jail and was driving Sonia to the bar where they had first met. Darius and Sonia slowly dance despite the chaos that has broken out, with individuals killing one another and another man running about on fire.
Please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.